Hello, it is Foundation Friday, February 9th, 2024. Steve Sipress here. Another gorgeous winter sunset going on behind me here in the Phoenix, Scottsdale area. Hopefully it's beautiful and pleasant wherever you are as well. And today we have another in our multi-part series on the fantastic foundational book, 2,239 Tested Secrets for Direct Marketing Success, compiled by the great Denny Hatch. And today we have wisdom from none other than Ed McCabe on being creative in your advertising. Ed McCabe got his start, as the story goes, in the mailroom of a big advertising firm, McCann Erickson in Chicago. Later opened up his own firm. And creative is a word in the advertising world for the ad itself. So there's selling the ads and the art work behind the ads and all that kind of stuff and the placement of the ads. But then there's the creative, which is the advertising itself. And Ed McCabe, it just so happens that this advice today is ironic because Ed McCabe still is the youngest person ever inducted into the Creative Hall of Fame. Basically the Hall of Fame for advertisers. And so Ed McCabe says, again, ironically, from the youngest person ever inducted into the Creative Hall of Fame, says every time we get creative, we lose money. So, what does Ed McCabe, the great Ed McCabe, mean by that? Every time we get creative, we lose money. It means even though the advertising is called creative, that is a trap. Advertising, while it is an art and a science, plane going overhead, hopefully you can still hear me, it's not about being creative. That's not the way to success, not unless you've got very, very, very deep pockets. And we're going to see a great example of that this weekend. If you watch the Super Bowl, like over 100 million people, I guess will. A lot of those people watch it for the game, and a lot of those people watch it for the ads, the advertising, the creative. And then there's people who watch it for both. But as far as the creative goes, you're going to see a lot of companies putting in a lot of money, millions of dollars per minute, and then millions of dollars into producing the creative. They're going to get all creative, and they're going to lose money because they're going to entertain, to get warm and fuzzy feelings. You're going to see all kinds of celebrities and animals and animation and all kinds of fun, creative, inventive, entertaining kind of stuff. I haven't seen any of the ads yet, and I can just tell you, that's what they are every single year. They're very creative. Oh, that was clever. That was funny. That was interesting. That was entertaining. But according to the great Ed McCabe, every time you do that, you're going to lose money. And if you have extremely deep pockets, or if you have ulterior motives, a lot of these big companies you're going to see advertising on the Super Bowl and everywhere else have ulterior motives. Their motive of that advertising is not necessarily to sell something. A lot of companies, it's to impress the public so they buy more stock and the stock price goes up and then all the executives make money. In fact, it's well known in the pharmaceutical industry that any pharmaceutical ad you see on TV, its job is not to sell pharmaceuticals. They don't need that. They get all the doctors in their pocket. All the pharmaceutical sales reps go around to all the doctors and they woo them with their lunches and their meals and their sales pitches and their whatever to convince them to prescribe their medication. So if you have whatever these ads are talking about and you go see the doctor, you don't have to worry. The TV commercial doesn't mean anything, not to the public. The doctor is going to prescribe what the doctor's going to prescribe. Even if you say, gee, I'm interested in this. If a doctor knows that he prefers a different medicine because he was sold that by the pharmaceutical company and convinced why that's better, he's going to say, I think this one is better. And you're going to say, okay. Those ads are not to the public to sell anything. Those ads are the way of the pharmaceutical company buying off the media. They pay billions of dollars to run ads all over all media. social media, legacy media, radio, TV, magazines, you name it. They're all over all of the media, so that the media does not tell the truth and run stories about adverse effects and all kinds of nonsense that goes on with pharmaceuticals. Just, they call them in that industry, what do they call them? Side effects. Side effects. That means something really bad that can happen, or not, or just kind of bad, but something bad that can happen if you use their product. Ouch. Well, they don't want that covered by any of the media, so they buy them off with commercials. So see, those commercials don't have to sell anything. A lot of these Superbook commercials don't have to sell anything for the companies to consider them a success. But as small business owners, oh my goodness, we can't think like that. We got to sell. We sell or else. The great father of advertising, David Ogilvy, said that. We sell or else. Either the ad sells or it doesn't. Creativity, big mistake. So you don't want to start with a blank piece of paper. You don't want to get creative and create something that's fun and interesting and entertaining and funny and model it after pharmaceutical ads that are not meant to sell anything, or Super Bowl ads that pretty much are not meant to sell anything for the most part. You want to model success. So, for instance, in the Wow Strategy Small Business Success Library, that's where I place anything that my clients ask for. I have thousands and thousands of templates, of examples. I go over what's the good, what's the bad, in all kinds of ads, online, offline, you name it. I have all that as a starting point. You want to start from success, and then, of course, you don't want to copy anything. Not only is that not legal, not ethical, but usually it won't work because there are going to be slight differences between your company and another company in a different area, different time, different type of economy, all kinds of different reasons. Can't get into all of it here. But go to thewowstrategy.com and you can start out with one free video and then have a lot more trainings I can get you from there. I can get you templates, examples, so that you're not getting creative with your advertising and marketing. Because when you get creative, according to the great Ed McCabe, every time we get creative, we lose money. Don't be that guy or gal. Don't think you got to get creative with your advertising or marketing. You got to do what sells, what works. The strategies, the principles are time-tested. They're everlasting. Human behavioral psychology it's not changed for thousands of years. It's not going to change for thousands of years. That's always the same. The tactics come and go, but this is not the place to get creative, again, unless you got money to burn. And if you do, good for you. Congratulations. But I would say there's a lot better ways to burn money and have fun with it than to think you got to put out some kind of fun, interesting, new, creative type of ad. Don't be that guy. And that'll do it for Foundation Friday, February 9th, 2023. This has been another in our multi-part series on the fantastic foundational book, 2,239 Tested Secrets for Direct Marketing Success, compiled by the great Denny Hatch. Thanks for being here today. I'll be back tomorrow on social media Saturday with some tips on making money via social media. And of course, next Foundation Friday, we'll have another in our multi-part episode on that fantastic foundational book, 2,239 Tested Secrets of Direct Marketing Success. We won't go over all of them, but even one of them can help you make money, and that's what I'm here to help you do. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye-bye.